What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode. Today we are here for the start of this Belgium Grand Prix, and we are doing some R&D upgrades so that we can improve our car. So if you guys missed the previous episode, do check that one out, as it was quite a difficult race for us, but we still managed to gain some positions. So here at this Belgium Grand Prix, it is one of my favorite circuits. So we will be trying to gain as many positions as we can, as still we are at the bottom of the R&D chart. So we are just at the cusp of going from the bottom to the top, and with some luck and some practice, we can also overtake Aston Martin in the coming races. And this is our setup which we'll be using in this race, as we are just trying to gain as much straight line speed as possible. And for that we have to go for some aggressive setup, because obviously our engine is not as powerful as our competitors. So, and we also have a lot of drag. To counter that, we have to go for some aggressive setups with some low wings. So here in our first push lap at the Q1 session, you can see we just go P13. It was a decent drive from us, because obviously there was a lot of time at the table, but by the time we go out, it was just checkered flag, and we just couldn't improve our timing. So it was P13 in the Q1 session, so which is quite decent enough. And because I was just trying to gain as much time as possible, so we are just ahead of Alex Albon, who is our nearest rival. So because he is in the Williams and we are not far away from the Williams in the R&D chart, and our teammate is in the P22 position, so that is not quite what we were looking forward to in this weekend. And hopefully Dragovic can gain some positions in the upcoming races. And in this Q2 session, you can see we just went for a push lap and we go P14. So we did not have the quali pace in the Q2 session, obviously, because still we are a back marker team and we have a lot of things to improve. So I think in the upcoming races we will be having some interesting qualifying sessions, because as we are just improving our setup and R&D, we will be able to gain some much needed time. As here I'm going for this hard to medium strategy. I don't know whether this will be successful or not, but let's see, as Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc, Sainz are in the top two row of the grid, and we are at P14 and our teammate is in P22. So it is fire red lights and away we go for the start of this Belgium Grand Prix, and it is quite a decent start. But as soon as I say that, we just lose a couple of positions and we also lose another position to the Haas team. And obviously we're going around the outside of this turn one, because I do not want any carnage, because our tire is hard tires and it is quite a difficult thing to bring them to the optimum temperature. So you can see here our teammate is just behind us and he's trying to go for a move. So I thought of letting him go, because obviously he's in the faster tire of mediums, and but he can see here the Aston Martin is just behind us. So if he gives some enough space, the Aston Martin will also try to overtake us, and he does. So Dragovic lost the place to Guan Yu Zhou, and it is not quite the thing which we wanted in the starting lap of this Belgium Grand Prix. And now we can see we are just behind Schwartzman, and we just give him a little tap from the diffuser. So we are just trying to go through the places, and as you can see, Latifi is also trying to go down the inside. I mean, it is crazy. In the P1 section, you can't afford to go down the inside, but still Latifi makes it stick, and we have to go off the track. Otherwise, it would be a calamity crash, and I obviously do not want that at the first lap of the Grand Prix. So now Dragovic is going around the outside, but we still managed to keep our position down the inside, and we are just behind Latifi. And it is quite a crazy Grand Prix start at this Belgium circuit, because obviously this is how the other teams are, because they want to gain as many positions as they can, and we are just trying to defend our position, because we lost 4 positions. We were P14 at the start, and at the end of lap 1 we are P18, and now we just go for a send down the inside of Latifi and go P17. And Guan Yu Zhou and Latifi are fighting, so it is giving us the much needed space to go down the inside of Robert Schwartzman. Just wonderful turn 1, because Schwartzman just leaves us enough of space. But as you know, Alfa Romeo is powered by the Ferrari engine, and they have a strong straight line speed. As you can see, we are going too wide down the Air Rouge, which is just not what is needed, because even if we have some tire banging, it will result in a spin of either the cars. So it is a risky situation, but we have to overcome this, as Schwartzman just overpowers us, because they are using the ERS to their full capacity and we are not. We are just trying to harness the ERS so that we can gain those positions back in the slow corners, because we are strong at the slow corners, so we have to make those moves stick. And as you can see, we are going around the outside of this turn, and we were trying to get a bit ahead of Schwartzman, but he just closes the door. And it is a fair racing, I would say, because the Alfa Romeo is also trying to prove a point to their team, as Schwartzman is a rookie driver. So yeah, but we go down the inside at the next lap itself. So this is how this race has to be, because in the corners only we have to overtake. And as you can see, in the Kemmel Street again, Schwartzman just overtakes us. The straight line speed of the Alfa Romeo is just on another level compared to our Renault power engine. So it will be a difficult race for us, as we are just going around the outside this time. So first time we tried to go around the outside, it did not work. Second time we go down the inside, it worked. So this time we went around the outside and it did work. So we have to take each lap by its own merit, and we have to also take into consideration the tire wear, as we just had a little bit of tire banging with Schwartzman. So it is quite an eventful first 10 laps, because obviously we were trying to gain as many positions, so it has to be little aggressive as the McLaren and Alpine are going for their first pit stop, and we are at 40% of tire wear. It is decent enough, I would say, because I was thinking of going to the pits at the end of lap 12 or lap 13. At the lap 12, we can see our teammate is in the pits. So he's going for the pit stop, and I was just contemplating that whether I should go for the soft or mediums. So I selected the soft tires because I was pretty confident that if I am able to take my tires to lap 17, I can at least and make those positions again. But as you know, we are just down in the straight line speed, and the Alpine guys are overtaking us. So you can see Ocon just overtakes at the Camel Straight, and I was just thinking whether I should have gone for the mediums or should I just go till the lap 17 and go for the soft tires. So it was a difficult situation as I was not sure, but fortunately, you know what happens. Fortune favors the brave, and we get a safety car because the Aston Martin have parked the bus at the turn one. So I don't know what happened there, but the Aston Martin guys are just, I don't know, playing some parking simulator at the turn one. Yeah, but it gave us an opportunity that this time now we can go for the soft tires. So we will be making full use of this opportunity as I don't think any other cars are going to the pits. So we are just going at, so we'll be absolutely sending it in the last 6 laps of this Grand Prix, and it is what can I say, a brilliant safety car from the Aston Martin guys. And it was a good thing because obviously I was thinking of going to the softs. So let's see what we can achieve from here, as this will be a very crucial last 6 laps, because right now I think we are the only person on the soft tires. So we have to make this soft tires count, and as you know, the soft tires degrade a lot. I mean, they degrade quite a lot and also degrade quite fast. And since the Belgium circuit is very power dependent, so we have to make those overtakes. As you can see, we just go down the inside of Sonoda. So this is the one overtake which we have done, and now we are at P15 position. But the AlphaTauri is a rocket at the straight line. Red Bull powertrain, AlphaTauri is just unmatchable in the straight lines, but we somehow managed to stick around the outside at this turn. I mean, this is one brilliant move I have done, because we just go down the inside and then take the outside position at the next turn, and we overtake Sonoda. So the next target is Kevin Magnussen, the Haas guy. And obviously you can see the straight line speed of the Haas. They are just pulling away, but we have to go for the dive bomb. Either it is dive bomb or you have to lose the position in the straight. So we go down the inside of Kevin Magnussen here at the turn one, and we are just trying to stabilize our car. But as you can see here, someone is ahead of us, and it is another Haas. It is Schumacher, and we just try to go down the inside, but we thought no, it cannot be possible, as we had a slight bit of contact with Schumacher, and I was on the verge of losing my front wing. So I was taking it carefully, and around the outside we go at this turn, at this right-hander. So it is one of my favorite spots to overtake, because obviously the other cars are going slow at that corner, and we have the tremendous soft tires grip. So we go down the outside, and we look at the speed we are just carrying. As we are going through the Pouan, we are just using the ERs also. So that is the amount of grip we have at this Belgium Grand Prix. And as you can see here, there is a yellow flag. I don't know what happened. So let's see. This is the Williams of Alex Albon going slow, and he's just mounting the curbs. I am not sure what happened, because he did not. Okay, he's now out of the session. So yeah, it is. And the McLaren also out of session. So I think a couple of guys are out. Yeah, so a McLaren and Alex Albon of Williams is out of the session. So here at the lap 20, you can see we are just behind Schumacher, and we couldn't overtake him because obviously he has the Ferrari engine, and the Ferrari engine is quite unmatchable in terms of this raw straight line speed. But we couldn't overtake Schumacher also, and Magnussen also overtook us. So here at the lap 22, you can see we are 67% tire wear, and obviously this is not what we deserved, but still we get P13, and the soft tires degraded quite fast. So Charles Leclerc gets the driver of the day, and it is a GG race for the Ferrari, and we are at P13. So it was a remarkable drive, because we started in P14, we lost some positions, and the lucky safety car saved us, and we again finished in P13. So I would say it was a decent recovery drive from us, and our teammate is in P18 position. So it was not a good day for our teammate, and I'm hoping that he can turn the tables around in the upcoming Grand Prix, as Charles Leclerc takes the lead, and he's further improving his lead from Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz, as Ferrari are still leading the Constructors' Championship. So it was an eventful Grand Prix, I would say, and one of my favorite circuits in this calendar. So it was quite a satisfaction filled race, and we have some issues with the R&D upgrades, so we will be having to redo the upgrades, some minor upgrades we are doing. So thank you guys for watching this video, and we will meet you again in the next video, which will be at the Desk Grand Prix. So do subscribe this channel for daily F1 22 content. Till then, peace.